Hello and welcome to our primary phase Q&A session. Here today I have Helen Palmer, who is the early years lead and assistant head at the primary phase.
Hi everyone.
I also have Natasha Bianche, who is the office manager at the primary phase.
Hi everyone.
And then my name's Maisie Walker. I'm the Marketing, PR and Communications Officer for the Alethea Anglican Academies Trust. And I'm also based up in the office at the primary phase. So I'll be asking the questions today. Is everyone ready?
Ready.
Do all pupils receive a free school dinner?
I can answer that one. Yes, all pupils in primary phase up until year 2 receive a free school meal. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to let us know. They just come to school on the day and they can choose whether they have the school dinner or a packed lunch.
How many pupils are there per class?
We have 30 pupils per class.
Thank you. Where do people find your admissions form?
If you head over to our website and click on primary phase, you'll see the admissions option, and on the admissions page you'll find our supplementary form, which I'll talk about later.
How oversubscribed are you?
That's a difficult question to answer. We're obviously a new school, but we're also a very popular school. We did have quite a few applications last year. What I would say, talking about the supplementary form, it's really important that you complete and return the supplementary form, because in terms of being oversubscribed, our places are allocated according to the supplementary form. So please make sure you return that.
Is it essential to attend church or a place of worship to be offered a place?
We are a faith school, so we welcome people from all faiths. And whilst it's not essential that you attend church or a place of worship, we do give priority to those that do attend a place of worship. So once again, you can fill in all of that information on your supplementary form. So please do return the supplementary form.
If a child pushes someone or is being naughty, for example, what is the school's punishment?
Well, you can find our behaviour policy on our school website. We're very much about rewarding positive behaviour rather than focusing on negative behaviour all the time. So we have a good to be green system in school. We award children in reception with raffle tickets if they behave in a positive way. For example, they do some good sort of sharing or turn taking with their friends. They'd be earned a raffle ticket. And then from year 1, we award the children with dojo points. And then as a school, they transfer to community points. So we build that acknowledgement of working as a team and as a community. If a child was to behave in a poor way, then we would give them a warning, and they might need a sort of 5-minute timeout if they were persistently doing something that we'd asked them not to. Obviously, anything where it would result in perhaps they were physically violent to somebody or another child, then we would need to involve parents. But we're very much about being positive and reminding children and having those high expectations. So our behaviour is very good here.
Where are the school SATs results?
We only opened in September 2019. So at present we have no recorded SATs results, as we only had reception and year 1 when we opened last year. So there's no results recorded at present.
Does the school offer after school clubs or learning?
Yes, we've actually just this term started our extracurricular clubs. So we have a wide range of clubs at the moment, including music, yoga, colouring, mindfulness clubs. And as the years go on and the weather changes, we'll add in other clubs such as gardening and forest school.
How do you support high or low achievers?
Within the classroom, the class teachers would be constantly assessing the children. So if there was a child who wasn't quite where they needed to be, we would put interventions in place to make sure that they catch up quickly. And any of those children who are achieving highly, we would make sure that in our planning there is enough challenge and there's extensions for them so that they're constantly challenged in their learning.
What is the pupil to teacher ratio here?
So we have one teacher per class of 30 pupils, and we also have one teaching assistant per class as well.
What after school clubs do you offer and how much do they cost?
In terms of wraparound care, we have a breakfast and after school club for parents that work. The breakfast club costs £3 per session and runs every morning before school from 7:30. And then after school, we have 2 sessions, one finishing at 4:30, which is £5, and one running until 6 o'clock, which is £9. If you come until 4:30, you get a light snack. And if you stay until 6 p.m, you get tea. And I should say that for breakfast, obviously, you get breakfast as well.
Do you do any trips throughout the year?
Yes, we do. We termly take trips to the church, and we have a worship held by our chaplain Trudy. We've also worked with the Lions Club to plant bulbs in Woodlands Park, and we plan trips towards the end of the year as well as a celebration of the end of that academic year. And then depending on topics or areas of interest for the children, we would plan different trips or events throughout the year. That might mean a special visitor coming into school and holding a workshop, or it might be visiting somewhere off-site as well.
We have a question here that says, what is the uniform? But I would probably say as well, where can we find the uniform on the website too?
You can order our uniform through our website. We introduced that this year, or you can come into the school office to buy the uniform. Our uniform is red with the school logo on for the tops and black bottoms with a white shirt.
Perfect, thank you. What is the start and finish time?
Ordinarily, we have a staggered start time, so our gates would open at 8:35 and close at 8:50. So that would enable all children to come in at a staggered start, so not everyone's arriving together. So children can get settled in, get themselves sorted and set up with their early morning activities. And then we would finish the school day at 3:10. At the moment, due to restrictions, we have a staggered start and finish time. So hopefully by next September, we'll be back to our old times that are on our website, but obviously that's dependent on government guidelines and things.
What does a typical day look like for a reception class?
Every day's the same routine, but very different in reception class. So initially we work on building those relationships between children. We would introduce daily phonics and daily maths sessions every day. We would also do something called funky fingers to help develop their fine motor skills, and lots of big gross motor movements as well to get them ready for writing. We do weekly forest school activities. We have a forest school area on site where all children go once a week down to the forest school. And the rest of our day is made up of other learning. It might be child initiated learning where they're learning through play, or it might be small group work or whole class work. But it very much comes from our children's interest. And things that they're interested in. We will link our topics to those areas of learning. And then as we move through, as we get towards the end of reception, we want to get them ready for year 1, so there'll be more directed learning and less child initiated.
Thank you. We've got one about a child that will be their birthdays later on in the year. So I guess the question would be, will there be extra support available for a child that is younger than most of the children in the class?
Yes, I think when all of the children start school, we'll do a sort of an assessment on the children and see where they are and how they've come in and where they're fitting on the early learning goals. Sometimes you do find the summer-born children can be a little behind the others. Sometimes it doesn't impact at all. So we really treat every child as an individual, and we look at how they are and what areas they need to progress in and develop in. And if that happened to be a summer-born child, then obviously we put lots into place to support them as well.
Thanks. And then the last one, do you offer school dinners and are they cooked on site or do they get delivered in?
We've covered school dinners and the cost of school dinners, i.e. they're free up until year 2 earlier. In terms of where they're cooked freshly on site here at the primary. There's a varied selection every day. The children can choose from a main meal or a jacket potato or a vegetarian option, as well as a dessert every day.
I'll say that was the last one, but I do have one more. What are the school's core values?
Our school's core values are creativity, honesty, resilience, inclusion, stewardship and thankfulness. They link to our motto, which is all different, all equal, all flourishing. And our values really underpin everything that we do. So we would have a termly value here where we would focus on that value, and we will look for children displaying that value and teach them a better understanding of that core value.
Thank you. I'd just like to say that's the end of the Q&A session. If you did have any questions at all, then please email our office manager, which is Natasha Bianchi. Her email is on the website for you. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.